Hey everyone, we're out at our local dealer, and I know Tweels have been on some other color mowers for a while, but they've just come out with a set that'll go on a Hustler mower. Michelin's come out with a set, and Derek's going to tell us about it, and then we're going to go drive it and show you what we think about it.
All right, guys. So yeah, Brian's right. This has been an option that's been on other manufacturers for years. We now, just a couple weeks ago, we now have these available for all Hustler 60, 66, and 72-inch machines. We know they'll fit, sure to fit, on X1s, Super Zs, and Super Z hyperdrives. And hopefully we'll have some other options for some smaller machines down the road. But as of right now, if you go to your dealer, they're going to be able to get these for the X1, Super Z hyperdrives, 60 to 66 and 72-inch. The Tweel wheel, first impressions that we had about it after putting it on a machine, takes less than about 50 seconds to just love this tire. Better traction, better ride. We put flex forks on these mowers for years from Hustler, and this makes the biggest difference in the ride, even over the flex forks. So I can only imagine how well it would ride in a combination with those. But the big thing here, guys, no downtime. You get better traction abilities. You can get over hills better. You can climb your ditches and stuff better, but you don't have that downtime on top of that.
I know we've looked at Tweels on other manufacturers, and some concerns were if the webs get cut, but they've done tests where they've cut out so many webs and actually come in here and cut them out, and the wheel still performs. Derek, what about turning like on the front forks when it turns? You know, does it dig in more?
So no, the thing that we noticed first thing about this is that the front end feels super light. So you can turn on this and there's really no change in the way the tire acts on the turf, other than it's just better traction.
Okay, and you might not know this because they are new to Hustlers, but you know, a regular tire will dry rot, it wears out, the rubber just gets old.
Exactly.
Do you know how long these are going to last?
I do. And we know this information because of thanks to Deere. Deere had this stuff out there for years, and those guys are getting 2,000 to 3,000 hours down in Florida. I mean, they're wearing out machines, and the wheels still look, you know, like they got plenty of wear left. Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about, you know, the rubber getting dry rot.
No, the idea is that you put these on a set of mower new, they'll last as long as the machine will. So some manufacturers are even offering the same warranty if you buy them new to match the product warranty. So I know we have a brand here that you know, some of their products are 4- and 5-year warranties, and if you purchase a mower with these on it new, they'll warranty those wheels for up to 5 years.
Really?
Yes.
So they'll be under the same.
Yeah, nothing speaks confidence like a 5-year warranty, guys. You can buy these wheels with confidence that they're going to hold up and that they're going to perform.
Okay. So we'll get some shots. I'll run it around, and then I'll come back and tell you what I think about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to idle the machine all the way down. We're going to back up slowly just to see if it loses traction. This is a steep slope. This is way steeper than what you should be cutting on. So we'll see what we can do. Not messing up anything, am I? You just saw we idled. I'm talking about a dead idle. This thing was able to idle back up. Regular tires, they would just lose traction because it wouldn't have enough power. That really speaks to the engine, and it speaks to the grip that these things have. When I was riding on this slope, I did some turns, and you could see this is way steeper than what you're supposed to cut on. But I felt, you know, there at the beginning, it was a little sketchy, but once I knew that I was planted on the slope, I mean, I felt comfortable taking it anywhere. So, I mean, they're really awesome. The only thing is the price. Check that out. They're kind of expensive.
They are a little expensive, but the idea, guys, here is that, remember, we're replacing a wheel, not a tire. So a lot of times, if you put that in perspective, all right, well, what's a replacement wheel for my mower cost? $350, $400 for the tire and the wheel assembly. It makes this seem a lot better when you think about it that way. And if you look at a flat free option for the front tires, I mean, we're not going to get too much in the price here, but I can tell you that they're very close to the same price as the front flat free tire.
So MSRP, like, what do the front ones, what are they, a little over 200?
So MSRP, guys, on the front are about 209. This is 2019. So 209.95 is what retails on the front tires. The rear depends on whether it's a 24 or 26. The 24 is $599. The 26 for the Super Z Hyperdrive, those are about $629.
Okay.
So it's a little bit of an investment at front.
I'd say, so from our standpoint, back tires are kind of expensive. Front tires, though, what's a flat free?
If you look at a flat free option for most manufacturers, they're $160 to $200 already. And this tire is coming in only $10, $20 more than most manufacturers' regular tires.
I'll say for us, I can see when we replace our tires, we're going to be going with the Tweels if Derek helps us out on that price. Because as you saw on the curb, being able to go up on that curb and it wraps around the curb versus when you have a flat free tire, unless you have a block of wood, you kind of got to get a little speed to pop up over it. We actually have a fork that's been on one of our machines. It's just bent just slightly, and I think it's coming from a flat free tire because all that extra weight, because flat free tires are heavy.
That momentum and that weight just hitting that curb, because if you take a traditional mower with a traditional wheel up on a curb, those guys got to have momentum. They got to have momentum, right. and behind that momentum, there's 800, there's 1,500 pounds. I don't care how big your axle is, it can bend with that much momentum and that much weight. These are going to take that beat and bang not only off of your operators, but off of the machines. So if we can make the machines last longer with less repairs, and if we can keep the operators more productive, hopefully this is going to pay for itself over time.
Yeah, so I would say thumbs up to the Tweels. We will be getting a front set. I know Derek's not going to hear this. For the back, it's kind of pricey for us, but for an owner-operator, or if you're cutting like a right-of-way, or if you're cutting, you know, a place where there's a lot of trash, a lot of metal debris, I could see where this would save you a lot of money. But for the manicured yards we take care of, I don't know if the backs would be that better.
You guys don't ever come in buying a lot of back tires, you know, but we got guys that are just the opposite. They can't seem to go a week without cutting the back tire. This tire is for you. Okay, so if you're going through an average of 2 or 3 tires a year, it doesn't make money sense not to get this tire. And then the other added benefits are just, you'll never buy another tire if you own this tire.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the Tweel, Michelin Tweel. It's made up of several pieces. I'm not sure what you want to call these pieces, but you've got this tread area that you can see is a soft rubber. It's really like a traditional tire, but it's flat across. Most mower tires are a little round, and you got get the air pressure just right to get them flat. This is flat across, and it's a really soft, pliable rubber. It's got these webs, and these webs feel like a harder plastic almost. And there's a hard plastic ring, and then the center hub. It almost looks like this center plastic is one piece, And this tread, there's a line right here where it's almost like it's wrapped around this plastic inner web. And then you've got the metal ring that's made into this plastic. So I know they've been running them for maybe, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 years on other brands of mowers. And talking with all those guys, I mean, they get 2,000 to 3,000 hours out of them. So it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of hours we can get. We have some mowers that we put around 700 to 900 hours a year on them. So in 2.5 years, we'll have 2,000 hours on a mower. So we'll really see how these do. The front tire is made the exact same way, like the hard plastic web, and then it has the soft rubber on the outside. So it's going to be really interesting to see how long they last.